Hi, everybody. So today's Sunday message from Spirit, what they really want me to bring through to anybody and everybody that finds themselves to this video or catches me live now, um, is that they want you to remember, or maybe just to know, because maybe you don't know. I actually just got chills when I said that. So it's interesting because clearly then that means that somebody that's going to be watching this didn't know. That they are always, always, always proud of you, and they're saying in love with you. They, there's this whole idea around, like, we might remember if we grew up in church or had some exposure to religious, teachings when we were growing up, or maybe even now. But we hear the idea that, Jesus loves us, right? And we were taught God loves us, and that can go a whole bunch of different ways and look a whole bunch of different ways. They're saying to me today, though, that people don't have that sense of connection to feeling loved, no matter what it is that you think you've done or not done, no matter how much you might have think that you've fucked up or did bad things or shit that you're not real proud of, or that was like wrong, hurtful, mean, angry. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They love you. They love you so, so much. And when we are able to tap into that, to like feel that moment, because it doesn't have to last long, but when you're able to actually connect to it to the point where you feel it, where you get like the chills that come through your body, or you're moved to tears, or you feel that embrace, the warmth, that heals you in a way that we are taught we need to be healed. What it's doing is pushing and clearing the parts of you that believe that you are separate, the things that you think are holding you separate or out of love from spirit. And instead, it's allowing you to experience what is real, which is Spirit's love, God's love, Jesus's love. All of them love you. Okay, they love you. And I kind of sidetracked because what they started with was about how proud they are of you. Of you. I mean, I'm not saying they're not proud of me too. And I need to hear that some days. And maybe a lot of days, if I'm being really honest. I think for me personally in my own journey, it's becoming less and less. But they started with pride, wanting me to pass on the message that they are so proud of you and to dig into that with you all. And then as I started to talk, they guided me into the place around love, because they're saying that so many people that are going to watch this they know it up here, and yet they don't get it in here. And I'm not going to lie to you, that was 100% me for the large majority of my life, and even more recently, it has gone to a whole different level that I didn't know that I was missing. And I tell you, when you connect to that, when you're able to get back to that and feel that in a depth, it's like no fucking joke, okay? it will set you free. I know it sounds cliche. I know it's maybe sounds Pollyanna, idealistic, idiotic, delusional, whatever it is that you want to say. But the reality of the situation is it sets you fucking free on the inside. Okay? It means that you are no longer bogged down by weight of what is happening outside of you, what is happening in a relationship, in the way people see you or don't see you, in your work, in your money, in your health. It will shatter all of that for you. And the way that that happens is to know and understand and feel, be able to actually connect to what it feels like to be loved the way that you are. And then from that place of knowing how loved you really are then allows you to move into the spaces of worthiness and value and knowing that abundance is our birthright, that nature of us is abundant, that we are meant to be shined upon, blessed, favors, perfect health, perfect everything. That is who you are. We are source in our core. And so source is all of those things. It is where all of those things stem from. And you already have it. You already have all of it. So there's no need to fucking find it or fix it or be in search of it or be a seeker or any of that shit. The reality is you already have it and it's right here. It's a part of who you are, and it is not separate from you. It is not source, universe, God, spirit, angels, Jesus, all outside of you. It is actually in you. They wanted me to start with telling you and giving out the message today of how proud they are of you, even though I haven't really gotten to that point yet. Spirit's funny. Look, I'm just going with it. Because for a lot of people, a lot of us having this human experience at this time, and particularly those of us of a certain generation and older, need to hear that they are proud of us before, like, that being able to connect and hear and deeply know and understand how proud they are of us is the path to getting to how loved we are. And so they say to me, and I just got chills. So again, when I get chills, that always means something is really, really true and it's really, really important for you to hear. That they are not proud of you because of you being perfect or being of service or putting other people before you or being a good parent or being generous or being dedicated to contributing to your community, to helping the homeless or whatever that looks like for you. Their pride in you never comes from those outward accomplishments, ever. Ever. I mean, they're not gonna shit on them. That's literally what I just heard. Of course, those things are great, and they love to see that. They love to be able to expand love and well-being and abundance and kindness and generosity and healing, as we often identify a shift through you, which is what you do when you outwardly act or communicate in these ways that exemplify their pure love. That's it. But what they want you to know and what they want you to understand today is that they are most proud of you. They are most proud. It's funny, they say with you. When you seek, and I don't like to use that word, and that's my word, not their word. When you are asking and looking for, because you don't know it's already there in front of you, to find a way to connect to source, to connect to spirit, and to do the work. Because sometimes for us as human and the constructs and the perceptions that we've put around it, it feels like a lot of fucking work. And it is a lot of fucking work some days. When we are putting ourselves in a space, in a position where we want to know more fully that connection to spirit, when we want to find ways to have less time that we are feeling and perceiving that we are separate, and when we are doing the work to know ourselves as an extension of source and one that is loved deeply, unconditionally, all the time, fucking loved. That is when we are most proud of you. That's what they said to me. And it actually just came through me, even though that's not, I didn't mean to do that. They just said to me, for those of you that watch this, they just said to me, we want you to be in that position of being a physical extension of our wisdom and our love. And so that's why it just came out of my mouth. We are so proud of you, rather than me saying they are so proud of you, which they are. It just kind of tripped me up because it was like a little bit of a thing that I just experienced for myself because I needed to. Because just like any of you, I am still in this human experience. I'm still on this journey, and I am still having, on a daily basis, more realizations, more experiences, a deepening, a closing of the gap of the separation, that I am here to be an extension of them, just like everybody else is. We all just do that differently. And we all do it at a varying degree. And we're meant to put it out into the world in a different way. This just happens to be my way. And this just happens to be who I am. And very intently, the purpose and sort of the job, you might refer to that as the Dharma that I was given to bring forward in this life. Yours is yours. But at the end of the day, this whole time, this whole talk is just because they want you to know that they are so deeply proud of you. They are most full of pride as we experience it as humans. They're saying, like, for those that have lacked or wanted or even have already experienced what it feels like for your parent to be so proud of you, it would translate to that, to those moments where your parent is just hugging on you and saying, I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for all that you have done. And what they're saying is, what we have done that brings the most pride is that reaching, is that asking, is the taking action, taking steps of wanting to know ourselves as our extension of source and feeling that undivided, inseparable love and power that they have that we also have. So that's my message that I'm bringing forward for them today on this Sunday. I'd love to hear how this hits you. I'd love to hear what parts of this you need to hear. And I invite you to leave something in the comments. If you are watching this via link from my social media platforms, which are at Sierra Intuitively Knows. So Facebook and Instagram anyway. If you're watching from a link there, drop it in the comments there, or else you're always welcome to DM me. And at the end of the day, make sure that you are subscribing here to my YouTube channel so you get notifications when these new videos come out. And also, I want to announce that I am going to start doing a live Wednesday bringing through a loved one. It's going to start in June. So you got a couple weeks to get signed up for a subscription, and I will make sure that you know all about it then. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Spirit loves you. They're so, so proud of you. And I'm here if you need me.